times.
Now, you made news this week, sir, at a town hall yesterday where you suggested that President Obama, in connection with this, he basically took out this terrorist, Anwar al-Awlaki. And you came out and said you believe it might have been an impeachable offense for him to order this guy's death. He's an American citizen, but he'd hooked up with al-Qaeda, and of course, a U.S. officials say that he was a terrorist plotter behind many plots on the homeland. Do you believe that that was an impeachable offense by our president?
Well, you know, it's interesting how the media brings out or creates their own news. I never brought up the subject as a casual. There was a question thrown out to me, and I answered it honestly. And they said, I floated the issue of possible impeachment. That's so far removed. Yes, I answered the question when I think seriously about it. The ramification of this is very, very serious. And I also said that almost all our presidents have committed unconstitutional offenses, you know, in my lifetime. And some of them have been pretty bad. And I think, quite frankly, issuing the killing of an American citizen without any charges. Just remember Adolf Eichmann. How can you be any worse than Adolf Eichmann? And he wasn't arrested until 1962. Israel thought enough of the rule of law. They took him and put him in a course, and they tried him, and then they executed him. I like that respect for law that they, exemplified at that time. I don't know why we are incapable of doing that and emphasizing our Constitution. The Fifth Amendment is rather clear. You cannot take life without due process of law. So if you throw that out the window casually, I think it's a very serious matter.
But apparently you can, under certain circumstances, if it's an enemy combatant. And there was a famous case that the United States Supreme Court heard in 1942 that involved Germany, Hitler sending over a bunch of spies here onto the United States soil, and they got caught. And those guys, by order of FDR, were tried. They were declared enemy combatants. They were tried by a military commission, and they were ordered to be electrocuted, which they were 7 weeks later in the electric chair, including an American citizen. The United States Supreme Court, when asked to intervene, said, we have no problem with it, unanimously.
Now, I think what you're failing to include in your statement is the fact that there was a legitimately declared war against the country that declared war against us. There is no declared war. We have declared war since 1941. So there's a big difference of that. I mean, just now to say that al-Awlaki was an enemy combatant, the government hasn't presented any evidence. They deny, we don't have it. They don't even have proof that he belonged to the al-Qaeda. And I'm not defending the guy. He's probably a very bad guy. But what I'm doing is defending the process, and I'm defending innocent American people who someday could possibly be treated this way. This is the way we lose our liberties, incrementally. And when I see what's happening at our airports and the loss of our privacy and the invasion of and searches and seizures, you know, without a search warrant, I think that people should realize this, and they should be very concerned.
Congressman Ron Paul, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
All the best, sir.